Let's explore the psychology behind doomscrolling. 1. The midnight trap. It's 2 a.m. You're exhausted. You told yourself you'd sleep an hour ago, but instead, you're staring at your screen, swiping through bad news, tragic headlines, and stressful updates. You want to stop, but your thumb just keeps scrolling. Does this sound familiar? Psychologists call this doomscrolling. But have you ever wondered why your brain forces you to keep looking at things that make you feel miserable? Today, we are diving into the fascinating neuroscience behind this modern addiction, exactly what it is doing to your brain chemistry, and how you can reclaim your peace of mind. 2. Why your brain loves bad news. To understand why we doomscroll, we have to look at our evolutionary psychology. Thousands of years ago, survival depended on noticing danger. If an early human ignored a threat, like a predator, they wouldn't survive. This created what psychologists call a negative bias. Our brains are naturally wired to pay much more attention to negative information than positive information. In the modern world, social media algorithms know this. They exploit your brain's survival mechanism. When you see a shocking or scary headline, your brain perceives it as a threat. It forces you to keep reading because it thinks it is gathering information to keep you safe. 3. What happens inside your head? When you scroll through negative content, a tiny, almond-shaped part of your brain called the amygdala takes over. This is your brain's alarm system. The amygdala instantly triggers the release of stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. Your heart rate increases slightly, and your body enters a low-level fight-or-flight state. According to research from the American Psychological Association, APA, chronic exposure to this kind of digital stress alters your brain plasticity. It weakens the connection to your prefrontal cortex, the area responsible for logic, emotional regulation, and decision-making. Essentially, doomscrolling hijacks your reward system. Every new piece of information gives a tiny hit of dopamine because your brain feels it learned something new, but the accompanying cortisol leaves you feeling anxious, hollow, and completely drained. 4. Beyond the screen, the damage doesn't stop when you put the phone down. Doomscrolling has massive secondary effects on your daily life. First, it creates an immense cognitive load. When you flood your mind with endless, heavy information, your brain loses the capacity to process deep thoughts. This leads to brain fog, low attention spans, and decreased productivity at work. Second, it destroys your sleep quality. The blue light from your screen suppresses melatonin, the sleep hormone, while the stressful content keeps your nervous system awake. You aren't just losing time. You are losing the vital deep sleep your brain needs to repair itself and clear out metabolic waste. 5. Rewiring your routine. So, how do we break this cycle? We cannot change the algorithms, but we can change our habits. Psychologists suggest using a strategy called choice architecture, changing your physical environment to make bad habits harder and good habits easier. Here are 3 simple, actionable tips you can start using tonight. Tip 1. The out-of-sight rule. Do not charge your phone next to your bed. Buy a simple, old-school alarm clock for your nightstand and leave your phone in another room overnight. Tip 2. Implement a 5-minute buffer. When you feel the urge to scroll, pause and tell yourself, I will look at my phone in 5 minutes. This brief pause activates your logical prefrontal cortex, breaking the automatic, impulsive loop. Tip 3. Curate your feed. Social media is a tool. Actively unfollow accounts that constantly trigger anxiety and intentionally follow pages that focus on learning, science, and creative inspiration. 6. Take back your attention. Your attention is the most valuable asset you own. Tech companies spend billions of dollars trying to capture it, but you have the power to take it back. Protecting your brain chemistry isn't about ignoring reality. It's about prioritizing your mental well-being so you actually have the energy to make a positive impact on the world around you.